So guys, in this video we are going to take a look at this tool called OpenSSL, and this is very important for cryptography, and this is mainly used for establishing the secure connection between the sender and receiver, and it also helpful in generating the certificates and public key and private key pairs as well. So it supports a lot of encryption types, and we can safely encrypt or plain text into and change it into ciphertext. So you need to type OpenSSL and then say list cipher commands. So this will list all the cipher commands I can execute to create the ciphertext, and you can see the famous algorithms AES, DES, and base64. This is not an encryption, but we can just get the output into this base64. So now let's go and try this base64 encoding first. Let me say open SSL. So this open SSL will operate on files. So let me create a file with content, say hello world, and this is our plain text message, and let's save this into the file called plain. So now plain file contains this hello world text file. So what we are going to do is we are going to say open SSL, and we need to specify enc, and afterwards we need to specify the encryption algorithm. Let's say base64. You need to specify hyphen to indicate this as a option, like argument, and encryption base64, and we need to specify the input file. So say in and type the plain text file name, that is plain. Now we have got this output. This is the base64 output. Now you can save this with the out option, out into cipher. Now if you take a look at this contents of this cipher, you will have this same ciphertext. Now let me go and decode this base64 text. Let's say open SSL, and encryption method I want to use is base64, but I need to specify the way, that is the -d. I want to decrypt now, right? Now if I say in and I want to say cipher, the input file. Now I am going to specify the encryption base64, and I am going to decrypt from the input file cipher, and as you can see we got the output as hello world. Now let's go ahead and try one of these AES algorithm. Let's say AES 128-bit CPC mode. So let me type open. So let me paste it out in here. So I'm going to use this encryption method AES 128-bit on the plain text that contains hello world. Now it's going to ask for the password. So this AES we need to give the password, let's say Nikhil, and we need to enter again. So if we take a look at this cipher file, you will get some random characters. It says it's salted. So a random value has been added during the encryption to make sure that the decryption is somewhat difficult for attackers. So now what we are going to do is we are going to encrypt this whole into base64. You can pass multiple encryptions after this one. Suppose first it will take the plain text and it will apply the AES algorithm, and then it will apply the base64 algorithm. Now if you hit enter, so you need to type the password again. Let me type the Nikhil. So if you take a look at this cipher, you will have this base64 encoding. So on decryption you will get this one, and you need to decrypt this AES algorithm. So this is the basic usage of using the algorithms in OpenSSL. Now let's go ahead and generate RSA key pairs. So we have learned this RSA from the cryptography fundamentals, and now we are going to generate the public key and the private key. And I want to say OpenSSL gen RSA. You need to generate the RSA and say output as key pair So this key pair file contains the both private key and the public key, and we need to specify the key length, let's say 2048 bits. So as you can see, generating RSA private key 2048 bit long modulus 2 primes. So we have already know that there will be 2 primes P and Q in the RSA algorithm, and the E value is 65537. And remember, we also done some basic RSA CTF and we have solved it. So if you take a look at this key pair, and you can see there is a only the private key. So by default we cannot see the public key. We need to extract the public key from this one. So you need to do open SSL, you need to say RSA, and then RSA you need to specify input file. The input file is this key pair file, and then you need to say pub out. So we are just extracting this public key from this key pair. So this is the private key and this is the public key. So one important thing you need to remember is this RSA is used in the SSH keys generation, and then you will see some private key that is stored in this home folder .ssh directory. In that, if you find any private key of any other user or the root user, you can just, if you have the read access, then you can just copy it into the file, and you can use the SSH command to log in directly with this private key without entering the password. So that is one of this misconfiguration you will see in this Linux privilege escalation section. So we have just extracted the public key. So one thing I want to show you in this keygen is I want to say text. So on this text I will get all the detailed information about this file. So as you can see, there is a modulus, and we have already seen this in RSA, and public exponent 65537 and private exponent, which is the like D, I think so. Yes, I think so, it's D, and this is called C. No, I don't know, it's just the modulus, and after the private exponent is D, and the prime 1 and prime 2 P and Q, and this exponent 1 and 2, and the coefficient. So these are all the parameters that are involved in RSA encryption and decryption, like public key pair and private key pair. So this is about this RSA, and you can also encrypt here. You can say encrypt, and you can specify the any other algorithm. You can even encrypt this private key into some AES or DES format. So that's all about this OpenSSL. And lastly, I want to show you that OpenSSL. So we have learned about this HC passwd file, right? So we can generate the encrypted password, and we can edit that is suitable for the passwd encryption. And this passwd uses the DES algorithm for encrypting the passwords. All you need to say is OpenSSL passwd, and you need to say Nikhil. So the password Nikhil will be encrypted. So now you can paste this in HC passwd file, username colon, then you can put this encrypted password. So if you want to specify some salt for this, so it will be like only for this username and the password, so, to just make it secure. And you can just, I have added the salt for this username and the password. This encrypted password will only work for the username Nikhil and the password Nikhil. You can see the username here, and this can be copied into HC passwd file. When you have the right access, you can just add another user with this password hash. So that's all about this OpenSSL video. I hope you have understood.